What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do an All My Love reading for the sign of Gemini. Okay, Gemini, you guys are last but not least in the zodiac lineup for group 2. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, sitting in your energy for a minute, Geminis, before starting your reading, two cards came out. One was cooperation from our main deck here, and then the second that kind of caught my eye and that kind of jumped out was healing heart or hearts with the sighting of date. Okay. And so, kind of a vibe of possibly you guys waiting to heal, possibly before dating, or trying to heal from some, a date prior to something of that nature. That was the vibe pretty much that I was getting. But cooperation coming out um, first and foremost. And I kind of actually came out last because I actually, when I pre-shuffle, I go backwards in the decks. So I'll start with like the romance angels, then work to the second deck, and then the main deck. Okay, so you may have to do some cooperating in the sense of kind of being flexible when it comes to dating in your future connection. Okay, it could be something of maybe exclusivity in a sense and kind of working around someone else's schedule. Okay, that could trigger past traumas of being able to have quality time with someone. Okay, so that's where we're kind of at with you guys right now, Geminis, but nothing major. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a hard shuffle for you guys again on this deck. Okay, possibly feels like the energy is shifting in the Gemini collective right in the midst of your reading. It does happen from time to time, and so I like to at least keep up with the energy as it's shifting. Okay, remember, Gemini, and I do and have been saying this on readings quite a bit since I started here on YouTube, but you do share your energy with multiple signs that have Gemini in their birth chart that they actually are concerned about, like particular placements, like their moon placement might be in Gemini, or they might have Gemini in their 8th house, which might be important to them. And so they'll jump on these readings. And so if it doesn't fit, by all means, pass it on. Okay. One from the top is for your energy. One from the bottom is for the energy of the person and or situation that you're dealing with. And then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm going to go here with it, which is in regards to the energy between you and the situation and or person. All right, when you add these two together. Okay, so if this first line is you, by all means, after this first line is read, if that's all you need, you can feel free to jump right off. But if you want to stay till the end, by all means, please do. Okay. Welcome new energy. I totally appreciate everyone's patronage on my channel. It's really been a nice ride with all the signs and really getting into this, something I wanted to get into years ago. Okay, back when I was like 23. So being a part of it and doing it now is really special to me. We're hitting on you guys being my 740th video, okay, and reading, if you will, since I've been on YouTube. But if you've been rocking with me the longest, I've started on on Instagram first back in 2020, like fall of 2020. And so it's been an amazing ride. I'm really enjoying it, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Feel free to subscribe so that way you can be notified when I drop a reading for either your sign or any sign that you are interested in related to your birth chart. Okay? So, Gemini, let's see what's going on with you guys. Okay? So, we have friendliness, a card that has been quite popular in the group this week, these past few days. Okay? Friendliness has been in the middle. It was, I believe, in Taurus's reading. Okay, so you could have a tie to Taurus somehow. Okay, it's just an honorable mention. Then we have joy. Okay, joy, which is the energy of the situation and or person. It's been a minute since I've seen this card come out, so it's very rare. Okay, and then the energy between the two is acceptance. Okay, new energy alert, thus the thank you for your patronage to those who are new here and those who have been rocking with me so far. Okay, so very beautiful energy here, Gemini. Let's get started with yours, with friendliness. Okay, friendliness. It says you are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Okay, you are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Okay, so at this time it's a very friendly vibe that you're giving off, Gemini. Like I said, for some of you, you could be getting back into the dating scene, possibly, and in doing so you are starting to connect with others that have the same interests or traits that you do. Okay, and so it makes the connection very effortless, if you will. Okay, which starts bringing up these, light feelings. Okay, and they could be coming up if you have not watched your beginning of the week reading, which is the right here and nows. Kind of touch base on light feelings with a Page of Cups energy. Okay, so just enjoy the vibe. Don't skip too far in advance into the future. Okay, next is joy, which is the energy of the situation and or person. Okay, it says you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Okay, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Joy. Okay, so again, enjoying. Okay, enjoying the chemistry, enjoying the fun of things. Okay, not bringing too much seriousness into the mix, because again, this is very lighthearted, energetic connection. Okay, not rushing into things, just enjoying the ride, if you will. Okay, now the last part of this energy is between the two of you. What it equals out to is acceptance. Okay, acceptance. It says here you are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Okay, you are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Okay, very beautiful. Like I just said, only in living in the moment. Okay, not jumping too far ahead, not thinking too much in the past, just really accepting this person for who they are and what they bring to the table when it comes to you, and vice versa. Okay, don't mess it up too soon with thinking about titles and things of that nature. That takes a long time, okay, to kind of get there. You have to get to know each other and kind of expand as time progresses and as it sees fit. Okay, so let's get on into what you guys are focused on or should be focused on right now, in the sense of the Island Time Wellness, where I mentioned there was the date in Healing Hearts. Okay, and again, like I said, there's this feeling, Gemini, of some of you possibly, having a previous relationship that I'm not going to say ended badly, but just in the sense of did it ended maybe too soon for you, or it just was amicable in a way and you're still kind of feeling it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take that one. Normally that does not happen, but I will go ahead and take a jump card at this time, okay, for you guys. Okay, so since we took that jump card, I'm going to probably pull your next card from the bottom of the deck. Okay, unless another one decides to jump out. Okay, so but yeah, I just feel like you guys are still healing from something you just got over. Okay, maybe the person that you're dealing with right now is someone who you consider as a friend anyway, that has kind of been there for you even during or after that situation ended. And so again, pulling from the bottom after we did that cut there. Okay, so it feels like that could be the vibe. All right, and this person brings you a lot of comfort and compassion and empathy. And so, you know, as I think I stated in the Capricorn readings, you know, don't be so quick to get over someone else by getting under another person. Okay, allow yourself time to breathe and maybe, you know, cooperate in the sense of not really leaning on this person to be a replacement for that person so quickly. Okay, that is what I will suggest to you. Okay, because then you end up risking the loss of a friendship. Okay, so either way, it should be able to stay intact if you don't hurry up and latch on to this person in a romantical way. Okay, keep it lighthearted, just enjoy where things are right now. Okay, so that is all that I have for you guys on that part. Okay, let's go ahead and get into these messages. Both you can take for yourself or towards the situation, or one of each. Okay, the first message that was the jump card is the Phoenix. Okay, the Phoenix, which says new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Okay, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. Okay, like I said, I feel like new phase is sticking out more so than anything. Growth, and changed mind. Okay, now could be a situation where you might have saw this person as a possible or potential mate in the past, but friendship was more important and someone else came in and kind of interrupted that possibility. Okay, and so right now you're kind of reconnecting in the sense of, you know, growing and getting to know each other a little bit deeper than what you did maybe before. This person compliments you. They appreciate you for who you are. They do bring a lot of happiness and joy to you. And so there's nothing wrong with seeing them in a different light. Just kind of hold back for a little while, okay? And wait for some kind of reciprocation, okay? That comes without force, okay? Next is the card that I told you didn't come out, but I saw it, is date. Okay, date. New energy alert. Okay, for you guys, Gemini, meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan or set a date. Okay, plan or set a date. Like I said, the possibility of you having to cooperate or kind of be flexible in getting some dating done, okay, or picking a date for something in particular, okay. But there is a man here with a like kind of, you know, semi-casual suit on, very lax, okay. So definitely getting out there and, you know, getting yourself known, okay, in a sense of, again, not getting serious, but just allowing yourself to see how you are with other people, okay, and reconnecting, okay, but only do it if you're comfortable in doing so, okay, because again, like I said, there is still healing hearts, okay, out there, in the sense of making sure you're not doing it and rushing into something that can cause you to be easily triggered. Okay. Um, it's not a luck of the draw when you go out there. Okay. It can be, but not always. All right. So take your time. Do it when you feel comfortable. But that is coming up, if you will, for you guys, Gemini. And if you have taken the time off to kind of stay to yourself and heal, then you're obviously ready to date. Again, this would be for those particular signs in Gemini. If this top row isn't for you, but these two are hidden, then take this and that's part of your reading, okay? So let's get to the last part of your All My Love reading, Gemini, with a light shuffle of the romance angels to see what the outcome of the overall energy is, okay? Again, if you made it this far, thank you. And if the cards and messages that come out at this part of the reading are what fit you more than anything else, then this was your part of the reading, okay? We'll do some light shuffling here. The only card that I will say before I got into your energy, Gemini, which was kind of left over from Virgo, was control issues, okay? Be mindful of that as far as while you're dating, or if you are in an exclusive relationship, wanting or needing things to be your way. Kind of focus on not controlling everything. And that cooperation just sits out the most. That did pop out during your reading, okay? Be cooperative in the sense of being able to negotiate and being flexible, okay? Everything can't be done on your time all the time. Be able to share with the other person, okay? Now, let's go one from the top and one from the bottom, okay? Same thing here, both for yourself, both for the situation, or one of each as it relates. Well, release your ex. Release your ex. This also, I believe, came out a couple of readings ago for Sagittarius, I believe. Okay. So if some of you have, like I said, healing hearts kind of still lingering from your ex, it's time for you to release. Okay. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay. The time has come to clear your energy. Don't go into a new relationship still holding on to past traumas from your ex, okay? If anything, take away from your ex whatever was a red flag, okay? And use that as kind of like a memory Rolodex for what to look out for in the future when you're dating, okay? If there was anything that you enjoyed about your ex, put it as part of your list of standards, okay? Like if you liked their spontaneity, then put that energy towards the person that you're going to be dating in the future, okay? That you like someone who's spontaneous, or you like someone who's optimistic if your ex was negative, okay? Or someone who's a adventurous, okay, that likes to do new things or experience new things. Or is very open-minded, okay? That's the opposite of what your ex was, okay? So create that as your new standard so that way you can drop that energy of your ex. Another way to drop your energy from your ex, or your ex's energy from you, stop talking to them if you can, okay? Now, if you have a child with your ex, there's no way you can do that, okay? Because you do have to co-parent, all right? However, if you don't have any ties to your ex, then it's time to cut them. Social media, if you two are following each other, pictures of each other on your social media, time to get rid of those, okay? You're no longer with that person. Why are you constantly looking at pictures from a relationship that possibly could have been toxic, okay? So it's time to dead that energy, okay? So for me personally, I definitely did it after years clearing out, that person's energy completely so that way I can move forward, okay? And then at the end of it, realizing what I wanted that was completely opposite of that person, so that way I could move forward to someone else. Okay, um, that was what I did in my past. Now let's move on to the second message: calling in your soulmate. Okay, calling in your soulmate. That is where you should be right now. Okay, in the sense of, like I just said, looking at what it is that you want in a potential mate, so that way you can call them in. Okay, do that with all of your relationships. Okay, look at the exes and release them. Okay, there should be no reason why you have any ties with them. Now some people say they can be friends with their ex. Me personally, I cannot. Okay, when I'm done, I'm done. Now that's just me personally. Okay, and that's only because of the fact that if you're constantly with your ex, there's always this slight potential of, my one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs, "Do You Remember the Time?" Okay, it's always, do you remember when we did this, and do you remember when we did that? I don't have time for that. I don't want to go down memory lane with you. Okay, that's just me personally. Okay, so I don't understand why or how people are able to do it. I can't. Okay, it's just not feasible. It's just not feasible for me. Okay, what's deaded is deaded. Okay, now I can have love for you in the sense of, if it didn't end badly, I can have love for you and I can move on and be like, wish you well, but stop calling me. Don't think you're gonna call me. Don't think you're gonna be following me on social media. Like, leave me alone. I don't want to see your face no more. That's just me personally. That's just me personally. And so that's the reason why I'm single. But no, I'm just joking. Nonetheless, okay, back to your reading, Geminis. Okay, it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, and so with that being said, you need to transform, renew, new phase, meet someone new, dating, get it back into that dating, scene, and call in for who you really want, okay? But do it on your time. Don't do it because out of desperation. Don't do it because you feel this connection too soon. Like 3 months in, there's no way you can say that you are truly in love or found your soulmate, okay? I know some people do it, and it's, the hopeless romantic in me wants to go all, but then 6 months later or a year later, they're no longer together. And so, that's, a high probability, okay? So just take your time, okay? Especially after getting out of something already. And until you release this X energy, you can't fully call in your soulmate, okay? So, that being said, Geminis, that's all that I have for you guys for right now. There will be some more readings, of course, sprinkled in between your main reads. But until then, peace.